Hello friends, and welcome to this week's video. It's going to be sort of like a day in the life sort of thing, but this is actually over a couple different days in a couple different weeks. So I'll give a little bit of a health update, as well as there's a little bit of a farm tour. I just kind of walking around and looking at what's coming up. Since it's warming up, some things are starting to come to life here for springtime. And my boys have a little project going that'll be at the end of the video. They're moving an old fence, so we'll have that in here as well. So yeah, stick around and check out this week's video. Hope you enjoy it. I think the first thing I'm going to do is go for a little walk on our place. It's like 55 degrees today, so it's a pretty nice day. Even though I've been home for a few months now, I still, it's been winter, it's been cold, whatever, different things going on. It's either snowed or snowing, or it's muddy or rainy or whatever. Or I've got doctor appointments, or just don't have the energy, or whatever the reason is. I just haven't been outside to walk around on our own land. Today, I'm going to walk around our place a little bit. First thing I'm going to do is head over to our little pond. I want to check that out, see what it looks like. Now the little waterfall is running a little bit. And pond's almost full. And that comes down a little creek here. And back in here, our little stream runs out of this smaller pond here. Several springs come out of the hillside. And, there's one over there, one over in here, and back in there. Those all run together and fill this little pond, and so it's kind of like a sediment pond. We get less sediment. Looks like the children are down there cleaning it out. Yeah. Trying to make it nicer. Yeah. I'm going to walk around a little bit and check out the grapevines. I don't know, just look at them. Yeah, that row there doesn't look like any buds or anything. It's early. It's too early for them to be budding. I just want to see them, get out of the house and look at them. So I'll just do a little health update while I'm out here looking around. The antibodies that attack different parts of my different organs caused by GPA or granulomatosis, they're coming back, and my last test says that they're actually high, and they seem to be active. Typically a person with this condition gets infusions every 6 months to kill off the antibodies. Well, mine are back at like, I think it was 4.5 months when they came back, and now they're very high and they're active. And so I'm going to be getting this infusion at well, it's right around 5 months, and I'll probably be getting my infusions every 4 months instead of every 6, because mine seems to be more aggressive, is what the doctors are saying. So we'll see how that goes. It's really unfortunate because the medication that kills the antibodies doesn't come without side effects. Well, there's 4 of our apple trees back there, and then 3 rows of grapevines. And of course, they're not doing anything. They need pruned. I don't know what's going on here. This is supposed to be a branch to go that way. This one should have been brought in to go this way. Somebody's going to have to take care of that. And of course, 2 down there. I don't have the energy to come out here and do this, so I'm going to have to get somebody else. My son, my oldest son, knows how to do it, and my oldest daughter as well, so they can probably take care of this, wipe it out in no time. But yeah, there's no buds on any of these. They just look like dead sticks. Those vines are called Marquette. They are a wine grape variety. And the next one we're going to look at down there is there's a few Concord in there, and Catawba. So we'll look at that too. But first I want to check out some of our blueberry plants. There's a small one. There's a row of small ones here that I want to check out. As you can see, they're actually budding already. So I hope the camera focuses well enough. Yeah, they're budding already. Here's a bigger one. Same thing, it's got buds on it. Spring is coming, friends. Spring is coming. And our pawpaw tree, if you remember that. And it's basically doing nothing. Well, hey, hang on a minute here. There's a little bud thing there. No, it's getting these little buds on it. Wow, all right, well, good news. Yeah, this is the Concord grapevines, and most of this stuff is just old dead wood. But there's lots of it. This thing just got out of hand. This was years ago. This thing got out of hand, just went crazy, and I was not able to keep up with it. And yeah, it is what it is today. And I don't know, it still produces a lot of grapes. Even though there's so much vine here, we get a lot of grapes off of this thing. And I act like it's one grapevine, but it's not. It's like, I think there's 6. I don't even know anymore, but I think there's like 6 Concord, and then is there 1 or 2 Catawba? I don't even know. We've got more blueberries here, more blueberry plants. Yes, and they have buds. It is a wonderful time of year, that's for sure. If you've been watching our channel for a while, you'd probably remember that we always had this rooster making noise about any time we do something outside on our place. You could constantly hear that rooster in the background. Well, we actually had 2 roosters, and they were always driving each other crazy. Anyway, they got a hold of each other. I can't remember exactly what happened. The one killed the other, and I think something else got in and killed the other one then at some point. Some predator, you know, I don't know. You get predators if you're into homesteading stuff. So if you have chickens, you probably know all about that. If you're new to having chickens, you'll find out. It's hard to keep predators away. I mean, even if you think you don't have any, you won't have any for a long time, and then once in a while something will get in. And yeah. Oh, speaking of chickens, here come some of them down here. Hey, chickies. Hey, chick. Yeah, we teach our chickens to come when they're called. That's one thing that I think is important, is your animals come to you. When they see you, they want to come to you. If they don't come to you, I tend to think something's wrong. I think your animals should want to come to you. And pretty much the reason is because usually we have feed for them. So they associate us with food, snacks, whatever. They're all the same breed. They're Buff Orpington. That one there that's really light is an older one. This one's probably an older one. We like the Buff Orpington because they're, sold as a docile breed, and they are fairly docile. I mean, even the roosters, yeah, they're roosters. They will peck and try to chase small children. I mean, that's what they do. They think they're being protective of the hens. But the Buff Orpington roosters that we've had, even though they still do all the rooster things, they're not quite as aggressive as the other roosters that we've had with other breeds that we've owned over the years. So I would say that the Buff Orpington breed is a more docile breed, and that's why we stick with it. We've had them for, I don't know, quite a few years now. But we used to raise all kinds of other breeds, and we just kind of always come back to the Buff Orpington because they are more docile. They're a dual purpose breed, and they do lay quite a bit of eggs. The Golden Star are really purported as being a great breed of chicken. They're fairly popular with a lot of people, but in my opinion, I don't think that the Golden Stars laid more eggs than the Buff Orpington. I think they're about the same in my opinion. Maybe it's just the way we treat them and feed them. I don't know. Do you have a different experience with that? Hey, leave a comment in the comments below. That's what we've experienced. The only breed that we found that really lays a lot more eggs are the Leghorn chickens. And I know a lot of homesteaders don't like those because it's popular to have a brown egg, to have brown egg layers. Well, that's enough walking around for me. I gotta walk back. And as I do, the sun is gonna be in the camera, so I think I'll just put the camera down for now. Oh yeah, some friends had asked what kind of things am I eating, diet and whatever. I'm not really on a special diet. I mean, I'll show you what I do anyways. But yeah, basically it's keto type diet. So along those lines, keto, that kind of thing. Anyway, we do have a few clips of some of that, what I've been eating. So we'll stick that in here as I'm walking back. So if you want to know what kind of food she's cooking for me and I'm eating these days, I'll show you. So tonight we're having some fish. This is walleye. And these are peppers and hummus. Most days what I have for lunch is a keto type shake, and this is not something that I came up with. This is actually a modified version of a shake by Dr. Berg. I don't know if you watch him on YouTube. Dr. Berg, he's a doctor, promotes the ketogenic diet and things like that. He's got a lot of good information pertaining to vitamins, different stuff. Anyway, this is a modified version of that because I had to modify it to my taste, okay? So shout out to Dr. Berg. Anyway, thank you. Kale. We put a little bit of kale in there. I like to use a baby kale. This is organic wash kale. I do check it a little bit. I just put a little bit in there because, quite honestly, if you put too much kale in there, it'll taste kind of weird. It's kind of like eating grass, a cup of grass. So I just put a few of these in there. I mean, not a ton of them. It might loosely be half a cup. And that's all the kale I want because I don't like to eat grass. All right, next up we got kefir. Organic kefir, 1 whole cup. 1 cup of organic blueberries. Now thankfully we grow a lot of fruit, and we got a lot of blueberries because we like blueberries. So, and they're all organic or organically grown. We're not certified organic, but everything here is organically grown. So I put about a cup in there. I spill a couple more in there. That's fine with me. Blueberries are real good. I like them. That is just a few left. Hey, just put them all in there, you know. All right, then I like to add a little yogurt, roughly a cup of Greek yogurt. When I'm all done with that, the sides of the measuring cup have to be licked clean because they got yogurt all over it. I ain't throwing that away. They say add some water. I add just a tiny bit of water, like, I don't know, what was that? A quarter of a cup, maybe. Put a lid on it. Liquefy in blender. And you just pour it in a glass. That's all there is to it. It usually is just enough to fill my glass. Look at that. That's my lunch right there. I always have a straw for mine. That's a reusable metal straw. And then of course we do have evenings like this evening where my wife is gone and oldest daughter is gone as well. And they have pre-made a casserole for the rest of us. And they even left us instructions. Look at that, they even left us instructions. I don't know, can we read that on there? Stuffed pepper casserole. Bake at 375 for 30 minutes. Ooh. Well, from what I can tell, it's ground beef that's already cooked with rice, cut up peppers, tomato sauce, and there's cheese on top. Yeah, all right. We can eat that. Well, it's about a week later than the other video that I've recorded. And we are outside. What my boys are going to be doing, I'm probably going to get a chair or something and just sit down and supervise or watch. Tell them kind of what needs to happen, and they're going to be doing the work. So we have some fence here that needs to get moved over. This is a project that I would have liked to have done last fall in winter, but with the way things went with my health, then wasn't able to do that. It starts with the boys taking down the fence that's here, and then they need to move it. And we have plenty of other fence and fencing material laying around, and they should be able to just get it done. You know, and that's one of the advantages of being in the whole homesteading thing for so long. You just tend to have a lot of stuff laying around that you can always reuse.
We're doing some fencing. Can you believe it? We're actually fencing, you know, like sword fighting. Yeah, fencing. Something.
The best way to do a fence is start with your outer corner post and then run a string line so you know where to put in the rest. And that's what we're going to get started on now, moving this fence. We got our post in, now we're going to take down this fence brace and move it over.
It's slow, but we're making progress.
I'm gonna check out this little project that the boys have been working on for a little bit and see what it's looking like. So what are you doing now?
Moving this fence so I can get the wire off for the old cross brace.
Reuse the top rail, and now you're after the brace wire. You can just cut those staples. You don't have to pull them, if you can cut them.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I want to see that fence brace that they moved. I want to see how that's looking. Well, that's looking pretty good. Well, it looks like they know what they're doing, so I don't know what good it is for me to be here. I can watch. It's kind of like kind of entertainment, I guess. It's a spectator sport. Well, that'll be a fun project for the boys to move that old fence over. So that's their thing. They can do that. It's something that I wanted to do last fall and through the winter. We have all the materials for it, and it just needs to get moved over. We had goats before, and we don't have any goats now, and we want to get some sheep. So we're hoping to enclose a little more grass, because the sheep, they'll need a little more grass than what we have there. The far end of that has some grass, and then the lower end that we were working in, but it's mostly a wooded area, so I'm not sure how this is going to go with sheep. But anyway, thank you for watching. God bless you, and we'll see you on the next one. Well, if you've enjoyed this video, please share it with your friends and hit that like button if you haven't done so already. And while you're at it, go ahead and subscribe to our channel. And if you'd like to receive notifications when we do upload the next video, hit that notification bell. And check out our channel. We have several videos just like this one, or very similar. We do various things, including hiking, biking, boating, fishing, builds of various kinds, mostly outdoor activities. Some homesteading is thrown in there as well. Thank you. We'll see you on the next one.